Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I style my hair from start to finish every single day pretty much. First things first, I jump in the shower and I get my hair really wet. I don't use shampoo every day. I use shampoo maybe once every 2 weeks, but I did pick up this Diva Curl No Poo Original Conditioning Cleanser, so I'm going to try that. I used it twice only, to be honest with you, and I liked it so far, just to get rid of some of that buildup that's in my scalp, or if there's any, some products do leave some buildup. I know which ones do, which ones don't, but sometimes I'll try a new product and it has a little bit of buildup. But otherwise, I just rinse my hair in water for a little extra. And yeah, so then once I rinse this out, I do go in with my conditioner. I always go back to my OGX. I don't know, it's just like my favorite conditioner. I've tried other conditioners, and at the end of the day, I always go back to the, you'll see it here, the Moroccan and Argan oil. That one has been my favorite, this one right here. So when I put that in, I'll put a bunch of that in, and then while that's in my hair, I'll like shave and wash my body, and then I'll rinse that out when I'm done with all of that. This way the conditioner sat in my hair for a few minutes, 5 minutes, however long it took. And then once I'm done, I'll rinse all that out and I squeeze as much water out as I can. I do it like a few times. And then what I'll do is I'll go up, put my head upside down, and I scrunch up with my microfiber towel to get those curls going. I don't want to separate them, and that kind of does activate the curls, you could see there. And then I use my microfiber towel. While that's in my hair, I do get out, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and then I'll even go and do my makeup. So this way it gives time to for my hair to really soak up as much water as I possibly can. And I don't know, maybe that's like another 20 minutes of my hair sitting there. So now it's time to style my hair. A lot of you have seen me do this on other videos, but I'm going to do this from start to finish and not cut anything out, but I'm going to fast forward so it won't be like a 20-minute video. It's not about the product, so whatever product I go in with, and I know depending on the product how much to use. And again, just like, you know, put it, first I take some, I put it just all around in the, like in the roots more, and then I get to the edges, and then I go in and separate where I like my part. Then depending again on the product that I'm using, whether it's a little or a lot, I know that for this one, it's a 10. I know that I only need a certain amount. And I do like to try and get as close to the top because sometimes that tends to get frizzy. So I try to put a little extra product in, and I do try to make sure I do section it, but really quickly. Like I just don't have time to stop and section separately each piece. But I'm so used to doing this every single day for so many years that, I don't know, you kind of just, your hands know where to go and make sure every piece gets coated with your product. And I left some on the top there, but we're going to ignore that. And then I go and I shake and rake, and then I scrunch up to get some curls. Depending on the mood I'm in, I might put some twirls in with my finger, like right on the top. I would never go through my whole head and do that. I'll be there forever. But I'll do some like maybe in the front, maybe on the top. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Again, making sure I coat and get pretty much every strand. I just start from the top and I go down all the way. I'll go back in with a little extra if I feel I need it. Usually I do need it on the ends. They tend to be a little drier. I don't know if it's because of color or whatnot, but like my front seems to be a little drier lately too, so I went back and I think I'm gonna put some back in there in the front. So I'll just do my shake and rake, and then I scrunch up to get those curls going again. And the shake and rake separates the curls to give you nice, you know, defined curls. And then with those defined curls, you then scrunch up like that. And let's see, I'm going to put a little more on the other side, just like on the bottoms. Again, that's where I tend to need a little extra. And I just look around and see where else I might need here and there, where else I need to scrunch up. I just kind of work it in. I don't spend too much time, but you know, I try to get a lot more product in that front because I don't know if it's like from the coloring, but lately the front right there tends to dry on me. So I do put a little extra right there on the end of it. Because that's like where you're really seeing the curl right away. So I don't know. I always feel like the front of your hair, yes, you want the back of your hair to look good, but that front there, I feel like if the front of my hair doesn't look good, then I just feel so off. I don't know. It's all about the hair. Getting that back in there too. Okay. Now I put my settings on warm and I am going to high heat, not high heat, high, like, you know, air pressure, I guess you call that. I do put it on high, but the temperature is on warm. And if depending on the day, the mood I'm in, I will just, the only time I touch my hair when it's wet, the only time is right there in the front, just to get that little lift. I've used clips. Clips work sometimes, but at the end of the day, I feel like my finger works the best just right there. And then I'd never touch my hair again while it's wet. I wait until the whole hair is dry. So I literally just do this for, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe. And then when the front of that is not totally dry, but dry enough that the curve stayed on the top of my hair, I'll go in section by section and dry all around. And I'm going to show you how I do that. I start in the front and then I go to the other side and then I go in the back. But I'm going to do this in super fast motion. So here we go. Okay, so my hair is drying on the outside and I'm just lifting to get the roots really dry because sometimes that tends to stay a little more damp. And then once I can feel with my hair and that my hair is pretty much dry, I go in and I scrunch it all out like I'm doing now. And what that does is it makes my curls nice and soft. It gets rid of the product that stays hard. I crunch it out. And yeah, so I'm going to do that all around my whole head. Gives me a nice little like fullness, softness to my curls. And you know, it really does depend on the product because sometimes you have to scrunch a little more. Sometimes you don't have to really scrunch that much at all, but I always do this process. Even if it doesn't need a scrunch, I just kind of do this. I don't know, it just makes my curls look soft and polished. So I'm going underneath, making sure it's really dry by the root. getting that top. That top takes a little longer to dry. Okay, looking around, making sure I don't need it anywhere else dry. Under my scalp, it might be a little bit wet, but hardly even. But even if you think it's dry, it's still not completely dry. So even though it feels dry, I still go underneath and make sure to really get it dry. Because you got to make it dry, or else if it's not dry, it's going to frizz. Then I go in and I set all those curls with Tresemme hairspray. It's my favorite hairspray. Any one really. I don't have a particular one. Any of the aerosol sprays. I will spray underneath, on the top, all over. And that really, I'm not used to doing that. I usually do that in my bathroom. But yeah, and then I play with my fingers, see if there's any pieces sticking out, and that's it. That's how I style my hair every day. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some tips. Yeah, see the back's nice and curly. My hair's fuller. Yeah, this is what I do every day. If I do masks, I'll do that at nighttime, but basically this is it. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not. Catch me on Instagram at NeewerCurl401. And until next time, have a great day.